Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm on the third part of today's adventure. I've just been doing some drone photography down here on the beach and walked from Danes Dyke up to South Landing on the cliffs, then back along the beach, and I'm now going to go back into the woods at South Landing for not too much of an explore, 10 or 15 minutes. But yeah, tide's almost in now, another hour or so. Yeah, it's been lovely actually, and as always, don't know if you find this yourself when you're at the coast, when the tides turn from when it reaches high, the weather always seems to change. It was glorious earlier, so sunny. God, this is the hardest bit of ground I've walked on here. Yeah, it was so sunny and so warm, and just in the last 10 or 15 minutes it's really started to get a bit darker and a bit cooler. But yeah, this is the end of Danes Dyke here, so I'm going to head back up to the car park. The hardest thing here is getting off the beach. I didn't know that. It's like a nature reserve is the headland for sea life. Brilliant. I think that path goes up onto the cliffs that way, and this path goes up onto the cliffs this way. But I thought the path that takes me up through Danes Dyke to the car park. Yeah, this looks a better option. And I thought, you know, with all that rain, there's one of those like chalk streams runs through here, but with, I think, chalk being like limestone, the water goes underground, doesn't it? And I thought with all that rain yesterday, it might the streams might have been flowing. Right guys, I'll get back to you at the top. It's 2 o'clock, so still 2 hours to high tide. I think actually the path back to the car park is in the valley bottom. Oh well. I did say I wanted to see something of the woods, didn't I? And I think we're back on the cliff top here. Yeah, back on the cliffs there to Sober. And Bridlington. I'll carry on up into Danes Dyke Woods. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I love October, September, October and November. They're fabulous months. Yeah, the cliffs there. Is there a golf course there? Looks like it. Because the autumn can go right up to the end of November into December, and it can still be pleasant. It's well worth getting out. It's just once Christmas comes into it, you've then got them 3 dark, cold months. I guess that goes away from the reserve. Not quite sure where. I'm not sure. I need to be at the other side of all this. Not quite sure how that works. Oh, I recognise where I am now. After I had my fall, I had to walk along this top path. And then down these steps, goodness me, and then up the other side. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So if we carry on up here, we come to the road. Basically the road that runs from Flamborough to Woodland. and the Danes Dyke itself is at the other side of the valley. So the actual defences here were phenomenal, weren't they? You had this valley, as well as the ditch, as well as the bank, as well as the fence. It's a dangerous place, this, so be careful if you come. There are dark forces at work. Can I just say, guys, this is absolutely divine. It's almost silent. Just the birds. There's no wind today. Not down here. I'm just hoping the steps, there isn't, I don't remember there being a slope. There's no path that way. It's a proper path, granted. Right, nice and steady, does it, eh? I've started a writing channel as well, guys, so you might have noticed there is a little bit of writing on this. I do like a podcast of some stories that I wrote. The main part of this channel though is this and walks and my travels. So I thought I'd actually, and I haven't done any writing for years, so I've started a writing channel on Substack. I think you have to download the app. It doesn't cost anything unless you want it to. And all my stuff's on there, it's free. It's called A Curious Narrative. Then the word curious, then the word narrative. All one word. If you are interested in writing, then and reading as well as watching videos, then head over there and give me a follow. I'm putting on all the stuff I've done over the past 10 years, which is hundreds of short stories, a load of stuff from 2020, 2021, 2022, when I made notes on walks like this, like nature notes. So I'm going to publish them as well. And then when I've published them, I'm going to start writing again. I'm going to write about my trip down the coast about 10 years ago, when I walked to Filey from Redcar. I might write a little bit about my life, my jobs, my dogs, who knows. But yeah, so Substack, A Curious Narrative. I'd love it if you could join me on there as well, if you like writing. Look at this. Wow. Oh, I know where I fell. I'm trying to work out where it was. I'm not going. I've decided I'm sticking to the actual... I was a bit off... I'd gone off piste, hadn't I? Thinking I was about maybe 17 or something. It was up there. It was like a bit of a path. It was... yeah, this is the... Oh, it is flowing. Just a little bit. Isn't it? Oh man. I need to get a photograph of this, don't I? It's unbelievable. So we're still heading away from the sea towards the road. It's a shame that path's closed, because it's one of the most sort of beautiful parts of the... Oh, look at that tree that's fallen there. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the valley. been a fabulous day, guys. Quick recap. We set off from the car park here, up through the fields and lanes to Flamborough village, then out over Beacon Hill to the cliffs, and then along the cliffs that run between Danes Dyke and South Landing, down into South Landing, and then back along the beach to Danes Dyke. At least we're going down along this path, and it's one way. You don't have to look behind you. So it's that close to the road. Well, in the theme of our Danes Dyke videos, might as well show you the other side of the road, aren't I, while I'm here. Don't worry, there's no way. I don't know what I was thinking that day. I have no idea. I set off here, and if I'd have just been a foot to the left, I'd have caught myself on that tree, but I didn't. I missed that tree completely, tumbled, went over onto my back and landed with my head resting against that tree there. Sat up, got to the bottom. Blimey. And the rest is history. So I wonder if the next road on the dike is the road that we were on the other day. If so, we've seen as much of it as we can from public access areas. So yeah, that's the dike there. So I'm guessing it's somewhere near the bus stop, isn't it? Oh, is that it there? That's it there. Comes across here and up there. Oh yeah, there it is. Looks like there might have been access at some point. And there you go, guys. So yeah, it just comes. It's at that angle, isn't it? I said yesterday, it runs at like a 45-degree angle. Right, let's head back. Nothing coming. So yeah, you can get the bus from Brid, get off the bus, walk back to Brid, get off the bus at Flamborough, walk back to Brid. I'm just going to stop and change my battery. There you go then, guys. I've changed the battery and I'm the last little bit of today's walk, I'm going to walk along the top of Danes Dyke. As far as I know, this is the only place where you're allowed to do this. I'm confused though. Is this the dike? Or is this the ditch? I think this is the ditch. And that's the actual bank in there. Blows my mind. I mean, somebody quite cynically said how they dug it all by hand, and how they built the pyramids, and how they did Stonehenge, and they said, well, it was alright if you had slaves. I guess that was the case with the Romans and the Egyptians. But was it the case with a small Neolithic community on Flamborough Head? And actually, how many hundreds of years did it take them to do that? It's mind-blowing. And not a little spooky, I can tell you. Yeah, this is the ditch here. And that's the actual Danes Dyke there. And this is maybe what they dug out of the ditch. Formidable, really, at this end. A donkey. I haven't had a donkey for ages. I mean, I know I'm biased, I go on about it all the time, but Yorkshire is a pretty ace county. I mean, you've got that amazing, within 2 or 3 miles of here, you've got amazing cliff top scenery, beautiful woodland, beautiful beaches, the open expanse of the wolds. Saved me twice today, this stick. Right guys, well I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to end it where we started it, in about 100 yards or so when we reach the exit road from the reserve. Thank you very much for joining me, if you have today. It's been a lovely day and quite a special day really, because I've wanted to come back. I wanted to come here for years when I fell, and I've wanted to come back because I don't believe in demons and ghosts and all that malarkey. But that day I felt as if there was some dark forces working against me, and they weren't. It was probably just me being tired or my own mind. But I needed to come here and get it out of my system and tell you there are no dark forces today, are there? This is an idyll. So thanks very much for watching. Do give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Do consider subscribing to the channel. I said it on the last video. YouTube has just informed me that 90% of my viewers don't subscribe to the channel. So you 90% could make a massive difference to my future on YouTube. And as always, leave me a comment. Do you know this area? Do you come here on holiday? Do you live around here? Have I missed anything amazing that I could check out on my next adventure? Because I think I'm going to have to do the next best thing to living here, and that's going to be to come about 3 or 4 times a year on holiday. But yeah, until the next time, I'm almost back at the car park now. So until the next time, I'll say cheerio. Hi guys, I'm back at the car. Oops. I had some coffee left in my flask, so I've put it into my cup. It was £5 something for all day here, but I've got until 10:30 tomorrow morning. Can't exactly camp out in my little city car, but I guess if you had a camper van, would you be allowed to stay? Anyway, I'm not rushing. I can hear the sea coming in. It's getting towards high tide now. I might have the coffee and go back down to the beach. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my treasure. I got a seahorse from the beach. So, all that business about demons and dark forces at work, how could there possibly be when something like that was guarding the approaches to Danes Dyke? Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.